Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on economic networking using LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and ORCID. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on academic networking using LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and ORCID. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during this session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on academic networking using LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and ORCID. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome to the one day free international webinar on academic networking using LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and ORCID. If you want to become a research person, a coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please join through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphones muted during the session. Participants who unmute without prior permission may be removed. Our special thanks to you, Convener Maria Ma'am, Co-Convener Yashin Pasha Ma'am, Coordinator Dr. Karthavajan Sir. Thank you for your exceptional effort, contribution, and the continuous support in planning and accelerating this session successfully. The Google Meet capacity currently full. If your friends or colleagues are waiting in lobby, then please suggest them join in YouTube live chat. The feedback and certificate link will share on YouTube live chat as well as Google Meet chat. I am Jyoti from Skill Activator. Dr. Sundari Thirupathy is a English academician and assistant professor of English at Dr. Umayal Ramanan College for Women, Karaikudi, affiliated to Alagappa University. With over 12 years of teaching experience, she specializes in academic writing, that close reading and languages prospectively. She has successfully managed large classrooms of 80 to 100 students and has to nearly 350 students per semester across deserved specializations as on visiting professor. Her expertise extends to curriculum development, research based on assessment, digital learning platforms, and mentoring graduate research in English literature. She has published 6 research articles, presented 10 research papers, and actively contributes to academic excellence through conferences, workshops, and faculty development programs. Her research interest including Indian English literature. She holds a PhD in Indian writing in English with a focused study in the novel of the Anit Desai, along with an MPhil gold medal and dual master's degree in English and Public Relations. Dr. Sundari Madam service in a multiple academic and administrative roles, including editorial board member of Central Evaluation Members at Alagappa University and coordinator and SPOC recognized for her leadership in a training, placement and institutional development. She continues to foster academic growth, research, innovation and student empowerment through dynamic teaching and scholarly engagement. It's over to you, ma'am. It's over to you, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you for the brief introduction, and I welcome everyone for the today's session. So today's session we are going to focus on strengthening academic network in the digital era. So we will exploring how 4 major platforms, that is LinkedIn, Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and ORCID, can enhance your academic visibility, credibility, and a collaborative reach. So by the end of the session, like we all would be knowing like how exactly what to do on each platform. So we are just moving on to the first slide, and it talks about why academic network matters. So why are we? Because we do lots of publication when we go on from the like once we go and have research works are done. What is our next step is nothing but our visibility, making us visible to the other people. So publishing alone is no longer sufficient, and research must be visible and discoverable. So we are doing lots and lots of research, and if it is not known by others, it is no use of it at all. So in order to make people know what the things are going, so we are doing this academic networking. So when we do this academic networking through these platforms, we will be visible to all the scholars and the researchers who are available worldwide. So this academic networking influences uh, certain things. Those are citations, collaborations, conference invitations, funding opportunities, and promotion prospects. So, digital presence today is part of an academic professionalism too. So, academic is now globally connected, and publishing is not enough, and we want it to be visible worldwide. So, visibility matters a lot. So, when we talk about citation, it influences promotion. So when people do lots and lots of citation, it also influence people, and we will be known to other people too. And when it comes for the collaboration, that is an influence growth, and people will be collaborating with the other networking organizations or things like that, so that people will get to know like what are all the core area people talk about, and which are all the niche areas they are good in. And we are moving on to the next slide, which is the academic networking ecosystem. So think of academic networking as a system and not a separate platform. So we move from identity and to credibility, to visibility, to engagement, and to long-term growth. So each platform serves different purposes in this ecosystem. So when we say identity, we as in like we take orchid gives us a digital research identifier. So it gives us a id, it confirms our id, it gives us a unique 16 digit researcher id, so that people of our area would get to know like a person like this is doing so and so research. So that is identity creating. And credibility is we are publicizing our works to the people, so that what happens is people get to know about what are all the things the other people are also thinking in the same way. So the visibility is we make people understand that we are visible, we are doing things of same sort, so that people could understand that okay, so people from this region is also talking about this, and also like students and researchers get to know like people are also talking about these and these area, the topmost trends. And the next one is engagement. We are keeping ourselves engaged in a platform like LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a very vast platform which helps us and get to know about all the things that are there in our core areas. And the next one is the growth. So when all these things happens line by line, finally we get to have a proper academic growth too. So this is how this ecosystem flows down. And now we are going to see in detail what the orchid is about. So as we said earlier, it is a unique 16-digit researcher ID. So it prevents name confusion. So why are we having this ORCID ID? So nowadays, whenever we go and have a paper publication or else like a journal publication, they are asking us for an ORCID ID. It is just like an Aadhaar card number for all of us. So it is a unique number, unique 16-digit number, which uh, which confirms that we are. Okay, so which confirms that we are the particular person and there is no duplication. So the same thing happens with the ORCID. It links publication, grants, and peer review too. So there are it was required by many journals and funders so that they will be identifying whom we are. So it is just like an ID card, and it prevents name confusion, and it also links us with the publication, funding, and peer review, and increasingly mandatory in journal and funding system. So like the difference between all these three, that is the ORCID and ResearchGate and Google Scholar, is ORCID answers the question which research outputs officially belongs to this person. So with the ORCID ID, what we can do is we can identify the person, I mean the researcher, whose output officially belongs to this person. So if at all, like I am presenting a paper, and people will get to know that the particular person also and so has published this paper. So it is like no one can go and climb for it, or like no other people can tell me that this is my paper. So in order to avoid such things, they are giving us this ORCID ID. And the difference between ResearchGate and Google Scholar is the same. The ORCID is nothing but a 16-digit researcher ID, whereas the ResearchGate is the ResearchGate makes us understand who is reading your research article and discussing this research. So if at all, like my core area is Indian writing, and I have done my PhD thesis on Anita Desai. So when I go and enter my data in ResearchGate as Anita Desai, or else like my PhD topic, so that people who had the same sort of interest will also connect to me, and they will be having discussion with me on that regard. So that in that way, ResearchGate helps us, and ResearchGate is a platform where a researcher can communicate with the other researcher. Whereas in Google Scholar, it answers the question what does the Google Scholar does. For that we have like how often is this Google Scholar cited. It talks only about the citation and nothing much. There is no like communication or interaction with the researchers. Whereas ResearchGate is not of that sort. In ResearchGate, what you do is you will be having a communication with the other researcher. You can communicate with the other researcher. Whereas in Google Scholar or ORCID, you cannot have communication with the other researcher. Whereas in Google Scholar, you can cite all your publication details, and you can like it is an auto enable, and nowadays it has become like manually also you can enter all your publication details in it, so that it is just like a place where you can just key in all the data, all the publication data that you have done. And so it will be helpful for the other researcher or a scholar to go through it and have a citation for their research. So ORCID is nothing but an academic passport. It just gives you a unique number, and so it connects you with the other journals and funders for making you give you the required funds. So how is this ORCID connecting researcher and research? So how can you first register in this ORCID is? First you have to register and verify your email ID. So it is a very simple process. And the next one is add all name variations. If at all like you wanted to call yourself as Dr. T.R. Sundari, or else like Dr. Sundari Thirupathy. So in that case, you wanted to add all the name variations as in it is there in your official records. And you can also import publications, so that under your name, when you go and type your name as Dr. T.R. Sundari in the ORCID search button, you'll be getting the list of publication that was there under your name. So in that case, you can import all the publications and add funding information. If at all you are going for any funding project or so, you can do that also. You can add that also in ORCID, and also make your profile public, so that other people can also see on what area you are talking about. And you can use this ORCID during journal publication. Almost like nearly 80% of the journal are asking for their ORCID ID. So if at all like you wanted to go and publish a paper in a journal, they are asking you for an ORCID ID, so that you will be having an individual unique ID, so that under your thing it comes on adding. So you no need to go and add all those things, all the publication details and stuffs in the ORCID ID. It adds on automatically. So the benefit is it establishes the verified academic identity. There is no like replication or so. So first you wanted to register for an ORCID ID, and the second one is connect your ID to your work, and your use your ID in grants, publication, data sets, and more. So even though if the publication is not asking for your ORCID ID, you can just, as you are including your name and designation, you can also include your ORCID ID, so that people, it will be easy to recognize you, and in that way ORCID is more helpful for you. So in as far as all these areas are concerned, whether it could be ORCID or whether it could be ResearchGate, or else like LinkedIn or Google Scholar, whatever it is. Once we what we do think is like once we are registered, our work is done. It is not like that. We wanted to keep on doing and updating things in all the digital platforms. In that way, only we can make uh, ourselves visible in the digital platforms. So as a researcher, it is very must and needed to be like registering ourselves in the ORCID ID. So it solves the problem of name duplication, and also many researchers share similar names. As in, like if I go and type like a name like mine, Sundari, and there will be like n number of Sundari, R Sundari, N Sundari, or TR Sundari, so many things. So that in order to avoid that, the ORCID ID helps us, and also it ensures our publication are uniquely attributed only to us and not to anyone. So now we are moving on to what is Google Scholar. So Google Scholar indexes scholarly publication across disciplines. So it tracks about total citation, H index, I-10 index, and also year-wise citation growth. And it is widely used for academic evaluation. So earlier I said like excuse me. Google Scholar answers the question, how often is this scholar cited? So in that way, Google Scholar is helpful, and Google Scholar is just our academic impact tracker. So Google Scholar tracks your impact, and it broadens our citation coverage, and researchers searching for literature. So whoever like searches for the literature can go, and if at all like you just type maybe saying Harlem literature, or black literature, or eco literature, whenever you go and search in that perspective, it will be filtering you and showing you the data of all those people who have published article in that particular area alone. So in that case it will be helpful for you, and it also tracks your citation. So you as a scholars, you guys would know about H index and I-10 index, and also it easily calculates. And also there is a difference between the indexes. So ResearchGate index is totally different from what the Google Scholar index shows us. So it is totally different. H index calculates the things by itself, whereas in ResearchGate we have to do our calculations for the H index and I-10 index, and also it widely accepted for promotion. So, to be very short, we can just say Google Scholar as an academic search engine plus a citation tracker. So, in that case, Google Scholar, like it is very helpful for us to filter in our articles, and we wanted to go in for a particular article, and we can just filter in the article and showcase like who are all have done, and it is very helpful for the review of literature too. And why this Google Scholar helps in promotion? So we do say like Google Scholar helps people, and it is widely accepted for promotions too. So why is this Google Scholar is helping us to be promoted? The thing is, promotion committee often examine citation metrics. So if at all like we wanted to do any funding projects, people wanted to just examine ourselves. So in that case, what they do is like they will be checking our citation metrics. So Google Scholar provides all those information which a promoter needs. So it gives evidence of research influence. How much influence do we have on that particular area? And also it shows the citation growth pattern, how far our citation has grown. So it should be like an upward movement, not a downward or like up and down movement. It should be like an upward movement, so that people will get to know like we are constantly doing something productive in research. So in that case, what we wanted to do is a citation growth pattern could be evaluated through Google Scholar. And also research consistency. So it will be like consistently the research work or excuse me, our research work are consistently evaluated. So citation indicates that other scholars are engaging with your work. So what is the main purpose of the citation is we get to know like how many people have uh, used our content for their citation. So if at all like we are going to talk about an AI in literature, or else like uh, different kind of AI in humanities, in that case a trending topic, a more number of people will be citing our things. So Google Scholar helps in displaying the total citation and shows H index and tracks growth over years. So how far our growth is towards uptrend. And the next one is widely accepted by promotion committees. So it also accepted by the committee people, and it also increases discoverability. So citation is nothing but evidence of research influence. So if at all I'm going to go and talk about Shakespeare, or else like Anglo-Saxon movement, and people, I'm going to talk about people in Anglo-Saxon or Anglo-Norman. No one is going to bother about them now, because in this digital world, everyone are running towards digital humanities, medical humanities, and whatnot. Even they are going and talking about plant humanities. So in the uptrend like AI, people are never bother about what happened in Shakespearean period or like Jacobean period. So if at all I'm going to talk about that, no one is going to do research on that topic, and none of my paper is going to be cited. So instead, I should also be there with the uptrend to get cited. So that is the trick. So how to optimize this Google Scholar? How do we open a Google Scholar account? So just go to Google Scholar and click on My Profile. So most probably all of them will be having our Gmail ID. So in that case, you have to just click on My Profile and create a profile for yourself. So like just give you the details about yourself, define your works, add your publication. It often auto suggests them. So like as soon as you enter your name, it will be auto suggested. They will be just taking the paper from the journals and having under their thing. Once added, you will see total citation and citation per year graph, and H index and I10 index graph in the left side corner of your system. So opening this Google Scholar ID is very easy. So what are all the things it does is like it creates a verified profile for us, and also it corrects or auto. It has a correct affiliation. So like if at all like I have given my name as Sundari Thirupathy in one paper, and on the other paper I just give my name as Dr. T R Sundari, it just auto corrects and have everything in order. And also it removes the duplicate entries. So if at all I have given the same thing like conference, I have given a particular paper for the conference proceeding, and the same paper is published under another banner for a full paper publication, it removes one thing. So it removes a duplicate entry, and it also use consistent keywords. Like if my area is going to be like a digital ecosystem in the classroom or so, and I am talking about literature also, it just uh, fixes my niche area and shows more about that. And also make profile public, so that it is very very mandatory to make a profile public, so that n number of people will get to know about us, and our paper has a chance of high citation. If in case it is high citation, it means we are if in case we are cited more, our visibility is much there. So consistency improves search visibility. So this is what we are going to do with this Google Scholar. And now we are just moving to this ResearchGate. So as far as the Google Scholar is concerned, it is more of like art stream, and whereas like ResearchGate is concerned, it is of like covering both the science and the arts academia. So it was founded in 2008 and hosts millions of researchers worldwide across disciplines from humanities, social sciences to medicine and engineering and natural sciences. So ResearchGate is a professional networking platform designed specifically for researchers, scholars, scientists, and academics. So it is a space where ideas circulate, papers travel, and collaboration sparks. So ResearchGate is nothing but a research circulation platform. So what happens here is it helps the scholar to share your research. So share in the sense it helps you to upload the journal article, share conference papers or preprints, posters, data sets. It is not only your research publication paper. You can also upload your poster or else like preprints. Everything can be added up in ResearchGate. If you have published a book, it can also be uploaded in the ResearchGate. And also you can provide full abstracts for discoverability. If you have a plan to publish a book, and you can upload your preprints and also have an abstract for that. So while going through your abstract, you can increase your sale of your recently published book. So the next one is increasing visibility. So increasing visibility is your work becomes searchable by topic, keyword, or author, either name. Either like you can key in the keyword like a particular area of research, or else like the topic or the author. You can search with any of these, and other researchers can follow your work. So if at all I'm interested in Anita Desai, as she's a living author, I can go and follow Anita Desai and follow her works. I can also follow the recent uptrends which she is following. So we can also follow your work, which we can't do this in the Google Scholar or ORCID. ORCID is just an entry ticket kind of a thing, and Google Scholar is we are registering our work. But as far as the ResearchGate is concerned, you can have a interaction with the other people. So the next one is paper gains visibility and beyond institutional library. So it is like there are so many repository libraries by many famous institutions. So apart from that, when you like upload your paper or else like your work in the ResearchGate, what you could do is you can increase your visibility more than which the institutional library gives. And the next one, why we wanted to do like register in the ResearchGate is to track impact. So ResearchGate provide metrics such as reads, how many people have access to your work, and it also talks about citation. Do you guys remember? I told you that the Google Scholar Index and ResearchGate Index are totally different. It is not same. So the indexes which you have in ResearchGate is completely different from that of what you have with the Google Scholar. And the next one is and the next one is recommendations. You can also have recommendations, like you can follow them, or else like you can just do things with the people of this sort. And also profile views, you can also check how many people have viewed your profile. And the next one is engage with the community. So you can also like ask and answer research questions in the ResearchGate. You can also communicate with other researcher, and you can also find collaborators in your niche area. and request full text article from the authors. Um, if at all like you would have served for some research paper material, they would have uploaded only part of it, and part of it was like blindly uploaded. So in that case, what happens is when you have a contact with a particular author, you can request the author for giving you the full research article. You can ask for them for the full text. You can do in that way too. And also you can follow experts in your field. So these are all the things that you can do with the research gate. So like we can finally wrap up for this research gate by saying it is not just a repository, it's an interactive platform. So why it matters in academia? So why is it like in today's academic world, publishing is only half the journey, visibility is the other half. So we wanted to make ourselves visible. That has become a mandatory thing, and ResearchGate helps early career scholars build presence. So if at all like a people are doing their PhD, or else like the research, people can establish themselves before getting into the field, so that other people of your niche area could identify that so and so people are also doing things, and they are like upcoming people are there in our area. And also you can connect interdisciplinary researcher. It is not only your niche area could be connected. It is like if you are interested in atomic energy, you can go and have an contact, or else like have a communication with the atomic researcher too. And you can also make research accessible beyond paywalls, and also encourages scholarly dialogue. So these are the things we can do in ResearchGate. On ResearchGate you will be seeing two separate H indexes, whereas in Google Scholar we have only one H index, whereas in ResearchGate you will see two separate H indexes. So like when I talk about this citation and index, we all know how this H index is actually done.
Hey,
So H index displayed for each author. The first metric is self citation. So H index is nothing but you can just like value yourself on the number of people who have cited your work. But as in ResearchGate, you have two kinds of H indexes. The one talks about the self citation, and the second metric is the one that excludes self citation. So the first H index talks about the self citation. Okay, so when I am doing research in digital pedagogy, and I have published an article on that, and again I am going to talk about like ecosystem in the classroom. In that case, I myself cite my own citation from the research paper which I have published earlier. In that case, my self citation increases, not the common citation. Whereas in Google Scholar, it is only one citation. Whereas in ResearchGate, it is a two citation metrics. One is for the self citation, and the other one that is excluded from the self citation. So when we are talking about this research gate, how do we like optimize the research gate is like complete your profile fully, upload the permitted paper. There are like limitations in the research gate that you can't upload all the papers in research gate, and you can also add full abstract, follow researchers, and you can also participate in the question answer sections. So to be short, what we can talk about this ResearchGate is nothing but it is an academic social networking platform, and it spreads your research, allows researcher to upload paper and show reads, citations and engagement, and it also enables interaction and collaboration, and it is also useful but not officially recognized for promotion as in the Google Scholar. So we can just use for communication purpose but not like for the promotional things. So ResearchGate provides various metrics that help scholar track the impact and visibility of their work. So as in like we said, like reads are mainly increased, how many times our publication have been read or accessed by other people, and citation, how many how many of the scholars have cited our article, and recommendations like peer endorsement of your own research. You are doing your endorsement for your own work. And also profile views, how many people have have viewed your profile and how active you are. So such kind of things can be done in the ResearchGate. So engagement metrics like reads and recommendations support visibility, but do not replace traditional citation metrics for academic evaluation. So the next section we are going to go in is LinkedIn. So why this LinkedIn for academics? So when we talk about LinkedIn, it is a professional networking platform launched in 2003, and it has 1 billion plus users worldwide, including professors, researchers, journal editors, university administrators, industry experts, PhD scholars, recruiters, everyone are included in LinkedIn. And unlike other social platforms, LinkedIn is designed for career growth, collaboration, academic visibility, and professional branding. It doesn't talk about anything apart from that. And why is this LinkedIn matters for academics? Why are we concentrating more? Why? Because many academics underestimate LinkedIn, but here is the reality. Promotion committee, Google your name, and conference organizers search LinkedIn. Funding bodies verify digital presence. Students look up faculty profile, and industry collaborators search for experts. So if you're not visible, you're invisible. So that is the main thing. So you wanted to make yourself visible in order to be invisible. So the LinkedIn it connects you with a huge number of people irrespective of space. So you can connect from here to people in Africa or else like South Korea, whatnot. It has made that easy. So LinkedIn is where academia meets opportunities. So your LinkedIn profile is your living academic portfolio. So a professional photograph is needed. So for opening a LinkedIn account, you just can't add selfie photo or else like a normal informal photo. You just need a professional photo, clear, formal, and approachable with a neutral background. And it should be with academic confidence and not passport seriousness. Okay. And the next one is the headline. It is very, very important in LinkedIn. Don't just write like assistant professor at XYZ college. It is not that. Instead, you can given like assistant professor of English, researcher in post-colonial and feminist studies, NPTEL Spark, academic mentor. So you can just define yourself in that way. So your headline is searchable. So people will not know you by name. So in that case, if at all they wanted to see or meet people of uh, who uh, who shows interest in feminist writing, they just type in feminist studies. They just type feminist studies, and people get to know like who are all interested in feminist studies. In that case, these keywords are very, very helpful. And the next one is about section. So yeah, academic story. See, do remember this is not a CV copy. It is your narrative. So it is, you should include your research interest, teaching philosophy. So how far you are in what are all the things you believe in teaching, and your publication details and academic leadership roles. So apart from teaching, nowadays all the institutional academic institutions started using professors for the other works, all those filings and stuffs like that. So teaching is becoming very less. That too with the intervention of AI. What happens in the today's scenario is teaching has become very less, and all the file and official work is becoming increasing. So academic leadership roles, you can also include that. So as an English professor, I do also have a huge number of experiences and uh, experiences about placement training and placement, and I know about what the stuff is going with NPTEL, and also uh, uh, like other cells and committees which all actively happens in a college. So like it also plays a major role. Apart from a professor, we also do play other roles which make our profession visible to others in that way. So like conference participation, you can also include that when you define yourself and also your vision statement. So write in first person and make it human and make it intelligent. That is very, very important. And the next is your experience section. So you have to fill in all those details in LinkedIn to make yourself visible. So in experience section, you can mention teaching experience, how many years of teaching experience you have, and administrative roles. As I said, like if you are a coordinator for some committee, you can do key in those things, and also committees and projects handle, and funded research, if at all like you got any grants for grants kind of a thing, funded projects you can include that, and workshop coordination. So in this today's scenario, like as I said, apart from the cells and committees, we also do have lots and lots of seminars and conference and workshops to be conducted to make ourselves like we wanted to prove ourselves to the other people of our area. So what we do is like we do conduct n number of researches, I mean n number of webinars and seminars and things like that to keep us in trend. So we can also do that. We can also include that details in our thing, and also online course development. So when you give all these details, you can just add measurable outcomes. You can, like I have mentored 200 plus students, published 30 plus research papers. The numbers are very, very important, so that it will make people uh, uh, you can drag people towards you. Okay, so you have organized like 15 plus academic events. It is not necessary that I have organized like blah blah of research, and I have organized these workshop, I have organized that seminar. It is not necessary. Instead, you can just give numbers. Like I have organized like 15 plus international conferences of stuff like that. So numbers increase your credibility. And the next section is your featured section, where you can upload your research paper or else like link, and also you can Google Scholar link, you can add Google Scholar link or ORCID link, and also you can post your recorded lectures. If at all like you are taking an online class and you wanted to post that, you can also do the recordings in that, and webinar posters, conference certificates, you can upload anything. This turns your profile into a mini website. So whenever you go into your website, you can just see like 10 years back, if you have conducted any conference, you can just go and see that too. So it is just like your mini website. So this is where most people fail, that is the strategic use of LinkedIn for academics. So they create a profile and disappear. That is the main thing. LinkedIn rewards activity, so you should be very actively present. So you should present actively. You can post research insights, conference reflections, book recommendations, student achievements, academic milestones, calls for paper, webinar announcement. Consistency builds authority. So once what we all do is we just open the account and we just like that leave it, and we'll even forgot about it. So we should not do that. To make ourselves visible, consistency is more needed. So consistency builds authority. The next one is publish articles on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn also allows long form articles. You can write why post-colonial theory still matters. It is not like I'm not talking about any of this journal publication, journal article. Instead, you can just write why this AI in humanities research, transforming classroom through digital pedagogy. So this establishes thought leadership. You can just post in, or like you can just a 1 minute video, or else like a 1 minute story of your own, or else like a paragraph of your writing. That could be enough to make yourself consistent in the website. And the next thing is strategic networking. Don't randomly connect with all people. Connect with scholars in your research field and journal editors, conference organizers, university faculty about and alumni network and industry professionals. Always send a short personalized message. It is not like you're just adding and connecting as a welcoming note. You can just tell them that I admire your work in eco-criticism and would love to stay connected. So professional courtesy is nothing but a strong network. And the next one is joining the academic groups. Search for research methodology groups in LinkedIn and also discipline specific forums, higher education leadership communities, and academic publishing group. So engage, comment thoughtfully, visibility increases organically. And also you can do skill endorsement and recommendations. Ask colleagues for recommendation, teaching endorsements, or else like research acknowledgement. These functions as a public testimonials too. So how you can optimize this LinkedIn profile have been established, have been explained clearly, like how you could just go and key in things. So it is like your profile is your digital academic portfolio. And also we can just see the differences between this LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and Google Scholar. LinkedIn is career oriented, networking focused, industry friendly, and it also helps for promotion and personal branding platform. Whereas the other things, that is the Google Scholar, it talks only about the citation, and whereas this ResearchGate is a platform where you can communicate. So common mistakes academics makes is empty profile with no photo. Just they copy paste the CV, and it will become an inactive account, and no engagement and no keywords. LinkedIn work only if you work on it. Otherwise, LinkedIn is just creating an account and just living like that will not help us. And it is like you can also have a consistency, like complete your profile, like connect with 100 academic professionals and post at least once per week. And in the second month you can just have it like publish at least one article, share research updates, and comment daily on academic posts. If at all like you get to come across any of the academic posts, just give a comment of what you feel. So in that case you will be active in this LinkedIn platform. And also you can host a webinar, share student achievements. It is not necessary that you can post only your achievements and your stuff. You can also post your students achievements, or else like colleagues achievements, and also you can collaborate on cross institution discussion. So growth become exponential in this way. So now it is an integration section where we connect with all the four. ORCID is Again and again, I'm just repeating the same. It establishes a unique and verified academic identity across all outputs. And ResearchGate is it fosters engagement with peers and expands the reach of your research outputs. And Google Scholar is it shows your citation metrics and enhances the credibility. And LinkedIn is it broadens your professional network. So actively cross-link all your platforms to maximize synergy and visibility. So if at all like you have your ORCID ID, go and update that in your LinkedIn profile and Google Scholar and ResearchGate. And in the same way, you can also add your ResearchGate link, Google Scholar link, and ORCID link in the LinkedIn profile. So it is not just a social networking platform; it is a citation tracking and discovering a system. So the weekly and monthly plan, how you can make yourself visible. So like add 2 to 3 academic connections and engage in research, get discussion, and also you can monitor citation and mentions on a weekly basis. On a monthly basis, you can update your ORCID profile and share your insights on LinkedIn and upload new publications where permitted. Yeah, and in the same way, again, I'm just telling you the same thing. If at all like you are not posting your achievement, you can just post your student achievement or your lecture notes at least. In that way, it is going to be your work and your thing on the website. Yeah, the common mistakes to avoid is incomplete profile and using different name formats across various platforms. As I said, like not Dr. T.R. Sundari or Sundari Thirupathy. It is always Dr. T.R. Sundari everywhere. Not going on with the other names and ignoring relevant keywords for discoverability and maintaining inactive accounts. So like active presence is very important and upload copyrighted PDFs illegally. You should not do that. So visibility requires maintenance too. So the long-term benefits of all these social platforms are increased citations. We can increase a citation when we are like keeping on roaming in this digital platform. People get to know and our citation can be increased and research collaborations can be done and conference invitation we can get a conference invitation to do a presentation also and grant visibility will be much there and institutional recognition and it is also a strong promotion profile. So strategic networking accelerates academic growth too. So the key takeaways of this seminar is and our seminar is um, build identity, that is ORCID ID. So by opening an ORCID ID, you are building your own identity, establishing a unique and verified academic record across all outputs, and strengthen your credibility through Google Scholar. Showcase your research impact and citation metrics effectively, and also expanding your research reach. Connect with the peers and disseminate your research outputs widely, and enhancing a professional presence through LinkedIn. Broaden your network and highlight public scholarship beyond academic. So, integrated strategy is always equal to sustainable academic visibility. So, I'm just concluding my presentation by saying publications build your knowledge, citation build influence, Google Scholar measures that influence. So, it is altogether, it is like combination of all. So side by side, it goes side by side, and you wanted to activate. You have to be actively present in all those things, and yeah, I just go with the final slide. Research does not grow in isolation; it grows through visibility, credibility, and connection. Thank you for the session. And if at all there is any questions or discussions, I'm happy for that.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I want to ask that on Google Scholar, we
Yeah.
can also search only Google index, um, uh, indexing, Google indexing research paper.
No, it is not like that. Even if it is not connected with Google Scholar, you can just search the publication because that is a common banner. Only the citation differs from the Google Scholar and ResearchGate. Otherwise, the publications are same.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Is there any other questions or like I'm happy to answer to that?
Ma'am, can we upload the our research paper on ResearchGate?
Yeah, we can do that. We can upload it manually.
Okay.
The options are available.
Thank you, ma'am. Very
Thank
informative.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bhagyalakshmi ma'am, for your comment, and thank you, Bhavdarni ma'am, for your comment again. Thank you, Katavarayan sir, and thank you, Jagatran, and thank you, Asha Devi. Thank you, Hema Kumar ma'am, and Rehana Khan. You were asking me like, can you explain the benefits once again? If at all like you are very precise on what benefits you are talking about, I'm happy to explain you that once again. If you could be more specific on that particular topic, it will be helpful for us to clarify the doubt.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for explaining about some topics like building a powerful of academic profile, strategy use of LinkedIn for academic.
Thank you.
Before we concluded, we would like to thank our sponsor, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including scopus, essay, patents, copyright, thesis, and textbooks, etc. For any publication assistant, you are warmly invited to join their WhatsApp group. Link is in the chat box as well as comment section. Before we concluded, we would like to thank our sponsor JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including scopus, essay, patents, copyright, thesis, and textbooks, etc. For any publication assistant, you are warmly invited to join their WhatsApp group. Link is in the chat box as well as comment section. We also thank all the participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. To receive the certificate, you must fill out of the feedback form and join the WhatsApp group.
Excuse me, there's an issue regarding this upload of the screenshot image.
We also thank all the participants for joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. To receive the certificates, you must fill out the feedback form and join the WhatsApp group. Those who fill the feedback form can leave the meeting.
Feedback form is uploaded in the WhatsApp group.
Sorry, ma'am.
No, I'm not able to upload the feedback form. Is it in the WhatsApp group?
Oh, okay, ma'am. After
I need to leave the meeting and then fill the form.
please fill the feedback form, ma'am. After you join, you have the get the link to the Google WhatsApp group. You can join, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
Please fill the feedback form. You get the WhatsApp group link also after filling the feedback. Thank you.